Right, well, today I'm going to be insulating the roof of the high top. I'm going to be using bubble foil, and initially I'm going to be cutting strips so wide, or anything just to actually fit in between the ribs. That one, for example, is going to be fitting in between there. There'll be another one in there, in between that one, and so on, all the way down. That's just to take up some of the space, some of the gap, and then I'm going to run a full sheet, full width, going all the way across to cover both the ribs and inside as well. So it's pretty much going to be like a layer and a half type thing, like full layers inside there, inside the supporting ribs, and then another full layer on top of everything, including on top of the ribs as well. So that's going to be the entire high top going down. I haven't insulated any of the over cab part yet. That's going to be an overhead locker, or over cab locker anyway, with some folding doors coming down there. So again, that's just going to be all foil lined as well. I'm going to be using the high temperature spray adhesive glue. So I've bought a proper mask for that, because some of those glues, they actually say on the back that they do contain some really nasty stuff, so you should really get some proper mask respirators for them. So I've got one of those. I'm going to get that out, cut all the pieces out first, make sure they're all pretty much around about the right size to go in between the ribs, spray on all the glue in between, spray it on the foil, stick them up, and there's another big sheet, spray that up as well, and then we'll see how much time there is for the rest of the day. So I shall crack on and see how we get on.
Right, well, there we go. Take the mask off and I'm out the van, but that's now the ceiling with the first layer of all the bubble foil in between all of the supporting ribs. So now I'm going to get another sheet and go all the way along, all the way down into the front cab as well, but I'm just going to leave the van to air out for another 5-10 minutes now. I just don't like that spray stuff, so I'd say I'll leave it to air out and then I'll measure it up and cut the rest of it and get the rest of the high top fully insulated. Well, I've just cut and shaped the area for the front of the cab. I'm not going to spray that outside because getting it back in place once the front of the high top sprayed would be quite awkward, especially getting it right down in front of the plank that's above the cab. So I'm going to spray it in place, spray the high top, spray that, then I'm just going to have a little bit of each side to fill in after that. So I'm going to get my mask on, get spraying and get that one fitted. Right, well that's the high top insulated with the bubble foil all the way around. So now that's all of the roof insulated in between all of the ribs, going all the way along, all the way down through into the high top, going all the way down to the end of the base.
So now I'm going to cut a few long stretches, probably up so far up until the skylight, and then again from the skylight onwards, just to cover the entire roof now, including the bubble foil and across all the ribs as well. So I'm going to measure all this up, give it a spray, get this up, and then that'll be the ceiling insulated and ready for applying. Right, well that's the extra layer of foil going all the way along to cover all of the ribs on the roof. So now I've just got one nice solid sheet of bubble foil going all the way along, full length. I'll cut round the skylight so that's trimmed up to the battens. So now it's ready for some ply headlining to be made and attached to all of the ribs. I'm probably only going to use 4mm ply. I don't see the point of using 6 just on the ceiling. Once it's secured to the battens in place, it's quite flexible, the 4mm ply, so I'm hoping that should do the job quite nicely. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. That's pretty much the entire van insulated with the bubble foil. Got it all the way along the floor, 2 layers along the ceiling, all across the overhead cab, all off the one roll, and it was only half a roll that I picked up second hand for just £15 as well, so shows how much of a bargain that was. So I'll just open up the skylight, and then that'll just let some more fresh air in here. So I'm going to let the van air out that little bit more, just because of the amount of spray that's gone into it, and we'll have a look at making some ply up.